everyone, welcome back to Second Look. Hang on a second, I'm gonna need some special headgear for this review. Sweet, let's do this. The early to mid-90s was an amazing time for Disney games. There were many a game to choose from. In fact, it seemed like throughout my childhood I had collected quite the mountain of Disney games for my Super Nintendo and my Sega Genesis, and most of the ones I had acquired were amazingly fun, had beautiful graphics, and some of them even held up over time. Fun games like Aladdin, The Lion King, Mickey Mania, and of course, The Jungle Book. Wait a second. The Jungle Book? How the hell did that get in this script? Can we just get rid of that, please? Thank you. Some of my favorite video games as a child were Mickey Mouse games, but the one I recall playing the most was this awesome little gem called World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. I received this game in 1992 for my Sega Genesis after begging my parents for it for Christmas. I saw it in a Best Buy and was instantly drawn to the box, which depicts Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck on a magic carpet. The storyline is quite simple. Mickey and Donald are preparing for a magic show, like they always are, and they fall through an evil door that shoots them into a whimsical world of magic and danger. Actually, it's really Donald's fault. He fell through the evil door because he's a grumpy asshole. Look at this guy, seriously, do you feel sorry for him? You know what? This'll help. The entire game is magic themed. Your only weapon is your trusty cape, which you use to turn unsuspecting enemies into things like pretty little flowers and adorable baby birds. Kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog, except you're not freeing anyone, you're turning them into saccharine little baby animals against their will. Isn't that precious? Beyond having absolutely gorgeous graphics, the levels also seem very familiar and feature Disney characters from previous cartoons and movies. You can choose to play as either Mickey or Donald, or if you have a friend nearby, you can go co-op. And I do recommend it, because there's nothing more fun than trying to screw over your friend. Don't fool around too much though. Friendly fire is not turned off per se, and if you mess up, you can really pay for it. Not just with one life, but with two, as each player counts as a single life. Whenever your buddy needs help, you just press a button to guide him along, like throwing a rope over the edge of this non-existent wall for your friend to climb up, and pulling Donald through tight spots because he has too much junk in the trunk. What are you gonna do with all that junk up in your trunk? Oh, cause an earthquake. Well, that works. A really neat thing about this game are the slight variances between playing as Mickey or Donald, and if you choose to play with a friend, there are also different levels in co-op mode. You have your standard forest level, your quirky Alice in Wonderland level, a level with a lot of spider webs and this really dance-savvy spider, a land devoted to the wonderment of Christmas, an underwater land which you are trapped inside a bubble, awkwardly floundering around under the sea, and then you have this land. Whoa. Is that candy? Everything looks so delicious. Fluffy whipped cream clouds, velvety, chocolatey cakes and waters made out of the finest, most sugary frosting. Cookies that seriously injure you. Hey, what the nuts? These cookies are assholes. Man, I'll show that guy. Yeah, I like that. I just ate your cousin. This game isn't a very challenging play, but that's okay. Sometimes it's nice to grab a game from your childhood and just play it to relax or reflect on better times. Times when you didn't have any responsibilities, a time where you didn't have to worry about dishes, that stupid loan that's been hanging over your head, when relationships go sour, a time when you never had to clean up your parents' poop. You just leave it there because you're a rebel, a loose cannon. Oh, how I long for those days of summer and pizza. Sorry, what was I saying again? Oh right, pissing off Donald. If you really want more of a challenge, then I highly recommend finding somebody who is completely terrible at video games. That way, not only do you have to worry about yourself, but you have to worry about him or her screwing up your groove. Or you could just play Castlevania. Those games are brutal. Overall, this is actually a really neat game. It's not very long if you know what you're doing, and like I said, it's not a hard game either, but the co-op elements are really enjoyable, the graphics are lovely, and the music is absolutely phenomenal. It reminds me of when I used to feign being deathly ill to my mom so I could skip school to stay home and play it. It's probably my favorite Mickey Mouse themed video game and my favorite of the Illusion series. And there's nothing more nostalgic and magical to me than playing as Mickey Mouse and flying through the skies on a bottle cork. It's an iconic scene and makes me feel all warm and fuzzy like mold. Admittedly, if you haven't grown up on this game, then you may have some trouble seeing the magic. However, I do think this game has enough enjoyable elements to warrant a quick playthrough. So unless you're completely anti-Mickey Mouse or just despise having a fun time, World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck is definitely worth a second look. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my video about Disney World. Did it make you want cookies? I want cookies. If you want to see a video that features my destructive gambling addiction, click the annotation below. If you want updates, be sure to subscribe. Or don't. Either way, I'm going to murder more innocent cookies. Okay, bye. I just ate your cousin. This is good.